You know, it's no secret that the Lakers were really terrible last year. There's no other way to say it. Everything that could have gone wrong actually did. Murphy's Law on full display.
And the Lakers making a change here. Pass is checked in. For a historical perspective on the Lakers, guys, last year was their worst season since they moved out to L.A. from Minnesota back in 1960.
And they vowed to get back, however, and I believe them. I mean, this isn't a franchise that has a history of being passive when it comes to improvement.
Russell against Parker, and stolen by Russell. On the wing, Bryant. The drive by Russell. Lets it go with a three. The shot by Bryant, no good. Spurs trail by 3. Ginobili dishes to Parker. Outside Aldridge. Kicks it to Ginobili. Fires the 3. Rebound collected by Clarkson. Lakers have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Russell with it. Picked up by Aldridge. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Russell against Parker. Clock at 6. And Tim Duncan gets the whistle that time. Outside Bryant. 6 on the shot clock. In the corner, it's Bass. Back to Russell. Launches a 3. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. And before you now are the rookies on a roll. The hottest shooters in the last 10 games. And you look at P, you know what you're going to get from him day in and day out. Spurs trail by 3. Parker outside. Kicks it out to Ginobili. Back to Parker. From 13, it's rebounded by Bass. LA has gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Clarkson kicks to Russell. He dishes it to Hibbert. Outside Bryant, a 3-ball. That doesn't go in either for Kobe. Well, it was the San Antonio Spurs winning their last game against New York.
And a lot of their scoring in that win came from unexpected places, from guys who don't typically get a lot of minutes.
And you know what? Those guys on the bench, they practice every day too, even if they don't play every night. And that night, they were ready.
And some changes here for the Lakers. Black's checked in for Hibbert. Young comes in for Kobe. And it's Williams in for Russell. Leonard brings the double team. Young with no one around. And the Lakers with another miss.
Nobody anywhere close to him. Where's the defense? He's got to make that shot, though.
Here's Leonard. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker.
Boy, beautiful assist. That's a couple of teammates clearly on the same page.
Here's Clarkson. 8 points for him. Outside Williams. And it's off from three-point range. San Antonio trailing here. Parker outside. Back to Aldridge. Passes to Ginobili. Shot clock at 6. And the go-ahead bucket, no good.
Well, those chances are almost always 2 points for him. I guess the defense did what it had to do to bother him.
Here's Clarkson, covered by Duncan. Now Bass. He's coming off a 10-point game against Sacramento.
Brandon Bass now in his 10th season out of LSU. Pick and pop, power forward. That mid-range shot is a strength of his game, and he's really improved defensively the last couple of years as well.
And Bass is much more of an offensive-minded big man. At 6'8", he's not a big-time defender or rebounder. His job really is to space the floor and put points on the board.
Looking at who's out there now for the Spurs. Boris Diaz checked in for Duncan. West comes in for LaMarcus Aldridge. Daniel Green, he's checked in for Manu Ginobili. And It's Mills in for Parker. And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game. And Brandon Bass earning the nickname No Pass Bass. His team more career turnovers than assists.
Yeah, but that's his role, Kevin. You know, when he's open, knock it down. And what I like about Bass is that he has improved his defense considerably. The last couple of years with Doc Rivers in Boston, that was something that Doc really emphasized.
Ryan Kelly, he's checked in for Brandon Bass. Mills passes to Green. And it's the Lakers on the break. It's tipped. Kelly kicks to Clarkson. To the inside. And now in transition is Mills. Here we go. And it's Leonard. That time on an assist by Mills. Leonard's got his second basket of the game.
That is such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
Yeah, it's one thing to create a turnover, but to so alertly turn it into a transition opportunity, that's even better.
Now here's Williams. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Shots good from Young.
I like the offensive awareness to exploit that lack of coverage on that play.
Spurs trail by 4. Mills dishes to West. The drive by Green. Nobody near Leonard. The shot's good on the assist by West. And it's 7 points for Leonard.
Right back at you. They immediately get those 3 points back.
Trading punches, that's how you answer.
Here's the screen. Down low. And the Spurs pushing it up now. Mills has got the ball. Goes up and lays it. And the Spurs lead by 1.
That's pretty much been the norm for them. Getting their points off assists and great ball movement.
Nice rhythm and flow for this team. Tremendous communication and alertness.
So timeout called here. The first for Los Angeles. Last time they met was in Los Angeles.
That didn't seem to be much of a challenge for them in that game. It seemed like they scored at will. Not much defense that they were facing.
Yep, they had the defense on its heels early the entire game, and actually nearly the entire game, and no matter what unit was out there, looked like a mismatch to me.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. Brandon Bass is checked in for Ryan Kelly. Bryant comes in for Lou Williams. And it's Russell in for Clarkson. Here's Mills following the bucket by the Lakers. West a screen on Russell. Mills passes to West. And the Spurs scoring again. Guys back and forth this first half.
Well, 5 lead changes early on, guys, as we grapple back and forth.
This could be a back and forth game all the way, guys, the way it's being played. This is fun to watch.
And David West gets the whistle that time. .135 left to play in the first quarter. And finished off by Bass.
Wow, this has been a thriller. I mean, the way these teams are battling, just going back and forth.
Would you like to bet that this game may end on a buzzer beater? How much would you bet? You know, the Spurs, because of their way of conducting business and their low-key personality, have never really been ratings darlings for the NBA, despite being considered and respected as a model franchise in the league. The team's color of silver and black, I think, fits their style. It's not really flashy or gaudy, but it does point out their business-like approach and how precise they play and how much they win.
And that one's good. Russell.
If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on a follow just like he got there.
There's 45 seconds left in the first. Rebound by Kobe.
And you look at the Spurs' lack of branding, if you will. It starts from the top down, from Coach Popovich to Tim Duncan. They don't court media attention. They're close to the vest. All business, all about winning.
36 seconds left to play here in the first. And Mills kicks to Green. Pass to West. 13 feet away. No luck. Good work defensively by Bryant.
Rebounding is going to be the focal point for them in this one, fellas. I can feel it.
Yeah, it's a physical game, and so far the numbers show that they've got the edge on the glass. What a smooth finish.
Well, he's certainly the one they want on the end of those breaks. He always finishes strong.
Spurs trail by 5. Mills with it. Right now averaging 5 points a game. West at the elbow. Uncovered. And that one's good. West has got his second basket of the night.
What a start to this game. The offense is both dominating.
Tell you what, feels like a game on the playground. Forget about defense. Just keep firing.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Lakers lead by 3. Live from the AT&T Center in San Antonio, you're watching 2K Sports.
Coming up next Thursday night, December 18th, Anthony Davis and the New Orleans Pelicans take on James Harden and the Houston Rockets. Be there.
Neither team able to build much of a lead up to this point as we start the second quarter. In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Lakers.
Now, they didn't waste any time getting into a groove out there. They're dialed in from long range.
Something else they've done a good job of tonight, right from the start, is penetrating and scoring.
Parker out there with Brian Roberts. Then there's LaMarcus Aldridge. Then it's Green. And it's Duncan in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the San Antonio 5. Green dishes to Roberts. Lets the 3 fly. And Danny Green gets the 3. Green's got it all tied up now for the Spurs.
And the bounce pass was the key to the play.
And let's now go to the sideline. We'll catch up here with Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, guys, Coach Greg Popovich, the reigning coach of the year, a big part of his approach is empowering players. He says, quote, it's a players' game, and they've got to take charge. Rather than try to manipulate them, he said, it's a great feeling when players get together and do things as a group. Kevin?
Thanks, Doris.
Giving his players room to lead and allowing them to take ownership, I think that's part of the genius of Popovich.
Randall's checked in for Los Angeles. Clarkson comes in for Russell. Roberts passes to Duncan. It's stolen by Bryant. Oh, and there's the alley-oop and the jam by Nick Young.
You can see the eye contact there. Gave a little nod and then burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
No doubt, Clark. A pair of teammates with a terrific feel for each other out on the floor.
And what a play to make in a close game, a potential momentum builder.
And so it's San Antonio with it, following the bucket by the Lakers. And it's Green missing. The Lakers in the lead.
A lot of people thought that Danny Green would build on his play from the 2013 playoffs last season, but it was marred by injuries and underwhelming performances from him. Definitely not what he nor Spurs fans were hoping for.
Here's Clarkson. Clock at 6. LaMarcus Aldridge grabs the miss.
Couldn't convert, but nice little two-man game there.
And it wouldn't surprise me to see them go back to that the next trip.
And Danny Green last season, a dip in his field goal and three-point percentage, Clark.
He hit a slump around the middle of the season, but he finished strong. Still a highly efficient scorer in their offense.
Brian Roberts coming to the NBA 2 seasons ago after playing internationally. Had a great season as a 27-year-old rookie. Last year with Drew Holiday injured, he actually spent a lot of time at the starting point guard spot in New Orleans.
Manu Ginobili, he's checked in for Daniel Green. He hits the second from the line.
And Roberts is more of a shooter than a true point guard. A bit of a combo guard is how I would describe him. He's a good ball handler, decent size, but his assist-to-turnover ratio fell off in year 2. That should also be an area of focus for him.
And Brian Roberts very quick and elusive, but Steve, not a big-time penetrator or finisher inside.
No, but he might look to drive to draw contact a bit more because, last season he was the league's best free throw shooter at 94%.
For Los Angeles, they have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. First one falls for him.
Well, Kobe Bryant last season for the first time introducing high tops as his custom basketball shoes, looking to provide a little more support for that injured Achilles.
And Kobe had been wearing ultra-low tops. Do you think that contributed Clark at all to his Achilles injury?
No, I won't point to that. An Achilles injury is a freak injury. I mean, it can happen in any number of ways. It's just a freak thing, in my opinion.
Here's Clarkson following the basket by LaMarcus Aldridge. The kick out to Young. And he's good on the 3 ball. Young's got 5 points now this quarter.
It seems like when they've gone to him, he's really come through. And that's not something they should get away from.
Here's Ginobili. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
Yeah, and it's a strategy. That has served them well in this opening half, Clark.
Here's Clarkson. 8 points for him. Well-placed jumper from the free throw line. Clarkson's got 10.
And they have to mix it up defensively. That was just too easy.
And Parker, here we go. Wasted no time on that one.
How about that? Gets it off right in the face of the big fella. Quick release.
And operating on the perimeter like that negates some of the height disadvantage, too.
Here's the screen. Young in the corner. Here's Black. The kick out to Young. Connects from 3-point range. Young's got the lead up to 5 now for the Lakers.
He's starting to put it together now, guys. He's added 2 3-pointers after hitting 1 in the first.
And Roberts kicks to Aldridge. And he banks in the layup. 9 points in the game so far.
That was the 3rd straight high percentage look this defense has allowed. I mean, these defenders have got to start bumping bodies in the paint. Be more physical. Be more aggressive.
I agree, Clark, but it doesn't look like they have the will to do that at this moment.
Young for 3, and again it's the Lakers from deep.
They're relying on their 3-point shooting and getting pretty good results right now.
Yeah, in fact, 3 of the last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Now here's Parker. He's coming off a 10-point game against New York.
And no question, you look at his assist totals, I mean, they tell you what a nice job he was doing with really spreading that ball around.
Here's Aldridge, 6 to shoot. Nice move, and the layup is up and in. Aldridge has got 6 in the quarter.
They've got to continue to put pressure on the defense by probing inside. That's what's really working for them.
And when you're doing the job they are inside, it takes pressure off the perimeter guys.
Now here's Kobe. He picked up 15 points in the last win against Sacramento.
Easy little jump shot for him right there, guys.
Spurs trail by 6. Parker dishes to Roberts. Back to Parker. There's the block. And it's the Lakers on the break. Here's Clarkson. Here's Young. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Young's got 18 points in the game.
They're in the position they're in right now, thanks in no small part to the show that he's putting on in this period.
Here's Roberts, guarded by Kobe. Out to the right wing. Here's Aldridge. Tries again. And the layup good by Parker.
You know, when he has that basket in his sights, he will go right at it. Once he's in tight, he is a flawless finisher.
Timeout called the Lakers.
Well, for Tim Duncan and the Spurs, an incredible legacy of dominance. In his 17 years in the league, the Spurs have never won less than 61% of their games, not to mention, of course, 5 finals appearances and 4 NBA championships.
Leonard, he's checked in for San Antonio. The Lakers making a switch here.
And it's good to look at the backstory of the stats. Here are some numbers for Parker. Averaging about 11 points, 6 assists, and 2 rebounds. And I think the playmaking really stands out to me that he's been doing it. So many times the plays he can generate seem to change the momentum of a game.
I agree wholeheartedly there. I mean, it's underestimated what his passing brings to this team.
And he hits the bucket. 6 points for P. And the Spurs have done an amazing job, Clark, over the years surrounding Duncan with the right kind of talent.
And Tim Duncan has done a great job leading and making adjustments in his own game. They're a team with great scouting and development of their players. You talk to players who've been there. That's one of the things they rave about, Kevin, is they get the attention for their individual development. And all of their players were not lottery picks. Most of them were mid, late, first-round picks, some second-round guys. It's just another example of doing it the right way at the highest level.
The Spurs shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
Well, this is a club that has hit about 80% of its free throws during the season. Very impressive number.
That's been one of the strongest aspects of this team this season. I mean, there have been very few off nights for them at the free throw line.
Brandon Bass is checked in for the Lakers. Russell with it. Picked up by Ginobili. Hibbert with a screen for Williams. Puts up the baby hook. That misses off the backboard. Spurs trail by 7. It's Ginobili with the drive. Misses from close range. Outside, Russell. From 15 feet away, again, Russell missing.
Even though he missed it, he couldn't pass up that chance.
Yeah, that's an easy jump shot. You got to take that one.
Aldridge with a screen on Russell. Parker passes to Aldridge. Busts the J after the cagey pass fake. Aldridge has got 13.
You know, if you were only looking at the way he's played offensively, you'd think his team would be ahead.
The drive by Russell. Williams up on top. He's covered by Ginobili. Parker against Russell. Young in the corner. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Russell's got 5 assists tonight.
Wow, this is simply an amazing performance he's putting on here.
Parker kicks to Aldridge. Parker against Russell. Williams with the block.
Well, he hasn't had much success shooting the ball, but it's not too late for him to get it turned around and start contributing.
Young outside. Bass with a screen for Young. Russell high post. Williams with the ball. Picked up by Ginobili. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Boris Diaz checked in for Duncan. West comes in for LaMarcus Aldridge. Daniel Green, he's checked in for Manu Ginobili. And it's Mills in for Parker. Spurs trail by 8.
Once again, Manu Ginobili defied age and was a force off the bench for the Spurs. Just when you thought he was slowing down, he seemed to find new ways to score and contribute.
Now here's Leonard. He had 13 points in the win against New York. 5 to shoot. The drive by Green. Blanketed by the D. Fights to the rim for the layup. Green's got 5 points in the quarter. Lakers leading by 6. And Ginobili, Clark, when he's right, boy, he can do it all.
Yeah, he really can. Offensively, he can drive and shoot and create for others. He's an outstanding passer and a terrific defender. Wonderfully instinctive play right there. Sense just where that rebound was going, and it becomes an easy 2 for him.
Well, Clark, maybe they've had too many easy buckets tonight.
Well, it's something that needs to change. I mean, they should not be getting all these easy dunks off offensive putbacks.
Green kicks to Diallo, and Hibbert with the block. Outside, Russell. Shoots from 14. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by West. And there's the call on Lewis Williams. That is his first foul of the game. And the Lakers with some changes. BleeK's checked in for Bass. Kobe comes in for Nick Young. And it's Clarkson in for Lou Williams. Now, here's Dion. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. And the shot is good. Lakers leading by 6. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Doris Burke. Hey, Doris.
Hey, Kevin. Well, Boris Diaw grew up idolizing Magic Johnson and obsessed with passing. And close friend Tony Parker said he didn't care about stats. He was always so unselfish. After being waived by Charlotte for refusing to score more points, Diaw has found a fit with the Spurs. He said, quote, "It was always the team that made the most sense." Kevin?
He had Tony there telling him about their philosophy, Doris. What a great run. Great run. Thank you. Here's Diaw following the basket by Kobe Bryant.
They are really getting the work done inside with their rebound.
Now, not giving up too many second chance opportunities, which is always important, and it's been one of the reasons they have the lead right now.
Here's Clarkson. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game. And that'll be the Lakers as it goes out of bounds. Lakers retain possession.
A nice play to get a hand on that pass and tip it out of bounds.
I tell you what, guys, if he gets there a fraction earlier, that's a steal.
On the wing, Bryant. Shot clock at 3.
Well, his shot's been off today, no question. He's not the guy they're going to want to look to if they want to keep this lead where it is.
Here's Leonard from down in the low post. It goes. Leonard's got 9.
Well, every once in a while, he'll show us some pretty good moves around the hoop.
Russell kicks to Bryant. They set the pick. Pass to Black. Got it off in time. He got it up that time, but it wouldn't fall for him. The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. Lakers on top, up 6. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Coach, you're going to have to climb a bit of a hill here in the second half. What are you telling your guys they need to do to turn this thing around?
I think we just move the ball a little bit. We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball. One of the great stories here, Nick Young getting it done today.
And what was most impressive was that his decision-making and shot-taking was very disciplined and efficient. Really an excellent half.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Whether it's been from mid-range or in tight, he is taking only what the defense has given him, and he's not trying to do too much. I love the flow and rhythm he's playing with here.
Taking a look at the Lakers. We got Robert Sacre. Williams is out there with Clarkson. Then there's Kobe. And it's Black in at the power forward position. And that one good from Clarkson.
Beautiful job angling his body, shielding the big man from the ball on his way to the basket.
That's really the only way to do it if you're going to take it down there amongst the tall trees. Well, you know, last season the Lakers found themselves in a position they are not quite accustomed to. Last in the Western Conference, a nightmare season for the storied franchise.
Here's Clarkson following the score by Tony Parker. Clarkson passes to Black. And Bryant kicks to Clarkson. A rebound by the Spurs.
Boy, there was no hand in his face right there. I thought for sure he was going to knock that down.
Parker dishes to Ginobili. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker. Parker's got 4 assists in the game.
These defenders are not putting up much of a fight on the interior. It's been embarrassing. That's 10 consecutive points allowed in the lane.
And that's not the kind of streak you want to have if you're playing defense.
Tony Parker, I don't think there's any question best player ever to come out of France. In fact, back in the summer of 2013, he led France to the Euro Cup championship in Slovenia. Just a terrific performance there for Parker.
France has really produced some quality NBA players. You think about Boris Diaw, Nick Batum. Batum actually carried France in that title game against Lithuania.
Now here's Parker. He's got 7. Duncan with the screen for Parker. Ginobili outside. He feeds it to Aldridge. The shot will not go. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. And for Boris Diaw and Parker, they grew up together and they'd won a gold medal together in the U18 European Championships.
And for 13 years, they've tried to get that second gold medal. But I'll tell you, the quality of play around the world, Kevin, just continues to get tougher and tougher. And France, definitely in that upper echelon.
Sacre passes to Kobe. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. Here's Clarkson. No good from outside. Spurs trail by 3. In transition, here comes San Antonio. Leonard with the ball. Here's Duncan, and he finishes nicely on the layup.
And they're beginning to fall apart a little bit defensively, especially inside.
Well, that's 4 straight buckets now at the rim.
Timeout called the Lakers. At this point of the game, always important to stay focused, and while the coach goes over the game plan, these players are getting a much-needed chance to rehydrate and refuel with Gatorade. And guys, we know the drill well, all 3 of us drinking the Gatorade too.
Yeah, no question.
Right.
I mean, Kevin, people have no idea the fatigue that can set in during a telecast. And so it's important for us to stay hydrated all game long.
Clark, you're always hydrated.
Yeah, I try to be, but it's usually with a combination of H2O and Gatorade.
I love Gatorade. And look at Steve, got the Gatorade shirt on.
Yeah, he's really immersed in the Gatorade.
Yeah,
Gotta love it.
And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
One heck of a game. I mean, guys, this has been outstanding in terms of the effort that both sides have been able to put on.
Looking over there at Steve, he's enjoying every second of it,
Yes,
Mark.
yeah,
me too.
Man, this has been great, guys. And the fans getting their money's worth here. Both teams just playing so hard out there.
Here's Young following the bucket by the Spurs. And he gets it to go.
He is setting this place on fire, fellas. His shooting has been off the charts.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over.
You know, there's always a lot of nicknames in the NBA. I loved what became of Nick Young last year in L.A. All of a sudden, he dubbed himself Swaggy P, and it caught on. It seemed like the whole league kind of loved watching him play and referring to him by that nickname.
Brown, he's checked in for Bryant. He had stolen by Randall. Russell with it. He's picked up by Parker. Hibbert with a screen on Parker. Russell kicks to Young. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. And it's a 4-point Laker lead.
The three-pointer has been his best weapon here today, no question.
The D has been all mixed up, confused, bamboozled, allowing him way too much space.
Now here is Aldridge. 13 points in the game. It's Parker with the drive. Good. Parker's got 9.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
I agree. They need more energy in the post, maybe some double teaming. They've got to get their defense in gear.
Parker against Russell. Brown outside. Shot clock at 6.
Well, Julius Randle, drafted out of Kentucky after one season. He fits that classic power forward mold. 6'9", strong, physical, great rebounder, and scores with his back to the basket.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Lakers?
Well, the great passing we saw in the first half has carried right over into the second.
They've really been on fire from beyond the arc tonight, too. I mean, a lot of their points have come from out there.
And so he makes both from the line. And Randall, regarded as a good outside shooter in high school, didn't really show that, though, at Kentucky.
And I think he wants to show that he can be a floor spacer at the NBA level, but it may take some time. That would really help him offensively because he is a tad undersized at the power forward spot. So being able to shoot it from the perimeter will go a long way in his development.
Brown against Aldridge. Outside, Russell. There's the dish to Brown. And Aldridge comes over to help. The drive by Russell. Can't get it to go. Aldridge with some nice deep. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
Parker dishes to Ginobili. Puts up the baby hook. Aldridge, no luck. Lakers leading by 4. Right side, Russell. Young with the ball. He's picked up by Parker. Ginobili against Russell. Young in the corner. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Young's got 29 in the game.
That's a weapon they've been allowed to use at will today, Steve.
I'll say the defense has been ineffective trying to run shooters off that three-point line.
Now here's Parker. 9 points in the game so far. Leonard the pass to Aldridge. From 15 feet away, drained for 2 points. Aldridge has got 15.
He's been a bright spot for them. He's had an incredibly efficient offensive performance.
Steve, his shooting really has been just terrific. They'd be much worse off if it weren't for him, that's for sure.
Young from outside, and that one's good. Young's got the lead up to 8 now for the Lakers.
This is unbelievable. What a shooting exhibition we're seeing out there today.
Parker kicks to Duncan. Up and in on the layup. Duncan's got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, they certainly didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Well, that's important because this game, I think, is going to be decided by who controls the paint in crunch time.
Now, here is Russell. 6 points for him. They get it back. No good from Ginobili. Lakers leading by 6. Hibbert with it. Picked up by Ginobili. Hibbert dishes to Young. Russell against Parker. The drive by Russell. Top of the key. Shot's good. Russell's got 8. For San Antonio, they've gone better than 53% from the floor since halftime. Shooting 8 of 15.
The Lakers had problems all over the place last season, but one reason they struggled on the road was due to the fact that they just always seemed to run out of gas during games. They had to expend so much energy that they often couldn't finish games well.
Leonard attacking and blocked. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Randall no good.
The alley-oop is such a fun play to watch, but when it doesn't convert, it's probably the wrong choice.
I guess that makes that one a terrible choice. 8 of the last 10 points at that end of the court have been scored on very high percentage shots in the paint.
Man, it's not necessarily strategic, Clark. It's just a matter of playing with more heart. Got to play hard, guys.
And the Lakers call time here.
Kawhi Leonard has been talked about and mentioned as the future of this San Antonio Spurs team. 23 years old is all he is, and already a great defender and a much improved shooter from his days at San Diego State.
So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Boris Diaz checked in for Duncan. West comes in for Lamar. Aldridge. Daniel Green, he's checked in for Manu Ginobili. And it's Mills in for Parker. And for Kawhi Leonard, we know about his defense, but you think, Steve, he can become a go-to offensive player?
Well, he's going to need to, Kevin, when Parker, Ginobili, and Duncan move on. This is going to be Kawhi Leonard's team. And I thought what was interesting was the Spurs gave him more of a burden last year offensively. They started to give him more and more looks isolation-wise down on the block. And he's developed at a beautiful rate. He's coming into his own.
Here's Clarkson. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game. 1:19 left to play in the third. 5 to shoot. Here's Williams. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it.
A moment here to take a look at some of the numbers for Kobe Bryant. He's averaging 19 points per game, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. And it's the kind of run we've seen from him so many times in the past.
But no matter how many times we do see him have a stretch like this, Steve, it still leaves us shaking our heads in amazement and admiration.
Diaw, the pass to Mills. Here's Black, and he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Boy, the kind of moment you love to see. Excellent defense leading to a dunk at the other end.
Clark, you got to marvel at the transition game when they've got it clicking. It's really explosive.
High octane for sure.
Oof. Yeah, turning defensive pressure into offensive opportunities. That's what it's all about.
So it's San Antonio now after the basket by Los Angeles. Here's Clarkson, covered by Mills. Clarkson kicks to Kobe. Another shot. Bass. It's rebounded by West.
I like the work there, contesting that shot that looked like it was going to be easy, but they forced the miss.
You know what? He got it in close, but couldn't finish in traffic.
The Lakers have been good at the free throw line. This one, 7 of 8. And he can't get the first one. And he ends up missing both free throws. Spurs trail by 10. Mills dishes to Diaw. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. And they call over the back here. Too much contact.
Well, I love the fact that he's fighting hard on the boards, but you know, you got to be smart too. Over the back, that's an easy call there.
Well, that's simply the result of poor position under the glass. But at least you can't fault him for being passive. He was trying to be aggressive there.
And the first one at the line is good. And the Spurs making a change here. Good on both. 15 seconds left to play in the third. Pick by West. The 3 from Mills. And he gets it to go. Mills has got his 3rd basket of the night.
That's just a case of 2 teammates working perfectly together. One setting the screen and the other using it to get that separation.
And Bryant wide open. He shoots. The third quarter comes to a close. Lakers lead by 9. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final.
Tune in next Sunday night, December 14th. Klay Thompson and the Golden State Warriors go up against Anthony Davis and the
And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
This was a showstopper, wasn't it? Just a difficult pass to make, and he makes it flawlessly to set up that alley-oop.
Lakers leading by 9. We've got Green. West is out there with Boris Diaw. Then there's Brian Roberts. And it's Mills in at the 2 guard. And that's who's in the game for the Spurs. Clarkson kicks to Bass. Now the pass to Clarkson. 6 on the shot clock. Outside, Kobe. It's stolen by Green. And here's Mills. Outside, Green. He kicks to West. Six to shoot. Here's Roberts. They grab their own miss. Diaw, the pass to Mills. Green dishes to West. Outside, Green. Back to West. Here's Roberts. He's guarded by Williams. And even 3-on-3 break. That's good, and it's Bryant with the assist. Williams has got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for Los Angeles. Spurs trail by 11. And Roberts kicks it to West. Here's Mills. West a screen on Williams. Back to West. 5 on the clock. Off the mark from 16 feet out.
Major defensive lapse right there. I mean, he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it.
And the basket by Diaz.
What a display of offense we've seen today, and it's only getting better.
Well, both defenses have been on their heels all day, and it's begun to take its toll.
Outside, Kobe. Black. He's guarded by Diaz. Black the pass to Clarkson. There's a screen. Outside, Williams. Feeds to Bass. Passes it to Black. Outside, Bryant. Second shot opportunity. Good on the shot. And the Lakers lead by 11.
Really did a nice job recognizing the mismatch that he had and immediately cashing in with that mid-range jumper.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over.
SC, double low P, go double G. I can't fake it, just break it. And when I take it, see, I specialize in making all the girls get it. So bring your friends over, y'all come inside. We got a world premiere right here, not get lost.
So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. The Lakers also changing it up. Randall's checked in for Bass. And it's Russell in for Williams. Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Kevin, Greg Popovich was just going over the plan with his team. No surprise, really. The turnover situation was the focus. He told them, listen, we're giving it away, guys. We've got to protect the ball, play within ourselves, and get quality shots. Kevin?
All right, Doris. Clarkson kicks to Bryant. Randall with a screen for Bryant. Pass to Clarkson. Can't get it to go. Good work defensively by Ginobili. Parker drives in. That shot's good on the assist by Ginobili. And that's now 11 points for Parker. Lakers leading by 7. A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Clarkson passes to Bryant. Right side, Bryant. Falls back and drains the fadeaway jumper. Kobe's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, he could have earned some style points there, but he really doesn't need to use the fadeaway when he's that wide open.
And Parker, here we go. And that one's good.
They're taking so many shots down there, and they're knocking them down. Really good looks in the paint.
No doubt the offensive philosophy today. Pound that thing inside.
Here's Clarkson. He's covered by Ginobili. And that one good from Clarkson. And the Lakers lead by 9.
Well, he wasn't phased at all by the bigger man on him. And on the low block, I thought he might be.
You know, Steve, I thought maybe he'd prefer to bring him out to the perimeter, but whatever works, go to it.
A nice shot by Aldridge.
And you can feel the pattern of this game, guys. They're working it inside, dominating in the paint, getting good shots at will.
Well, 4 of their last 5 baskets, guys, have been of exactly that variety.
Kobe against Leonard. Back to Russell. To the wing right side. Clarkson kicks to Russell. Misses the 3. Spurs trail by 7. Right side Leonard to the inside. Manu Ginobili in the final year of his 2-year contract extension with the Spurs, Steve, and some speculate that he may retire after this season.
Yeah, fantastic career for Ginobili. You know what I think, Kevin? I think Ginobili, Parker, Duncan, and Popovich should all just walk away right now. Just, go away together. It just has nothing to do with me coaching the Warriors. Nothing to do with... me at all. This is about them. They've earned this. Walk away now, guys. Just leave.
I hear some admiration, but I also hear some sarcasm in there, too. Harden. Well, the Spurs clearly an influential organization in the NBA. So many individuals who've worked in San Antonio, whether it be as players, assistant coaches, or in the front office, have gone on to leadership roles on other NBA teams. I think that speaks volumes to what that group has been able to do in winning at a high level.
His presence is very comforting for this team. He's kind of a fallback option for them anytime they need him.
Los Angeles calls timeout. And you look at all the head coaches and front office executives who have come out of the Spurs organization. They are sprinkled guys throughout the NBA. And, Steve, almost half the teams in the league have some kind of fingerprint from the Spurs.
Well, it's a copycat league, and, the Spurs winning culture, all the cross-pollinating that goes on in the NBA and the relationships. And I think in the end, the result is good for the league. You want as many well-run franchises as possible.
Roy Hibbert's checked in for the Lakers. Young comes in for Kobe. Parker kicks to Aldridge. Parker drives in. Hibbert with the block.
I'd love to see them impose their will a little bit more on the backcourt. Usually that's a great way to take control of the game.
Well, they haven't been able to do that yet, but it's something they're certainly capable of.
Here's Clarkson. He's covered by Ginobili. Leonard against Russell. Young outside. No good on the triple.
Almost surprised that he had that much room to work with.
And Parker, here we go. Lakers leading by 8. Here's the lob to the hoop. Young outside. Pass to Clarkson. Back to Young.
Wow, what a look at that athletic play. Incredible.
Wow. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down. The Spurs have gotten into a pretty good groove, going 6 of 10 here in the final quarter. Dishes it to Aldridge. And it's blocked. Here's Clarkson. Fires from the line. Again, Los Angeles. Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. One of the great stories here, Nick Young getting it done today.
He's dialed in from long range. They got to stay in his hip pocket and deny him the catch.
Ryan is checked in for Los Angeles. Spurs trail by 12. Parker kicks to Leonard. And it's good on the assist by Parker. Parker's got assist number 7 for him tonight.
Another good look there, and that's his second three-pointer of the game.
Now, here is Russell. Kobe with a screen on Parker. Shot clock at 6. But they'll get another chance. Lets the 3 fly, and he gets the bucket. Clarkson's got 23 points.
So many games are decided by which team wins the rebound battle. And that's held true in this one so far, Steve.
And even if it's only a modest advantage that they have in that category, it's still a significant factor.
With the success they've been having from the three-point line since halftime, I'll bet you that scoreboard starts to look a lot different real soon.
Of course, they have to stay hot. But if they do, I think you're right, Clark, particularly if they can convert defense into offense.
Bryant with a screen on Parker. Good drive by Russell. Fires for 3. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
He's just been the man since the start of this quarter. Just a tremendous period of basketball for him.
Spurs trail by 12. Aldridge sets up the pick now for Parker. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good.
You see the defense get caught standing around that time, giving up an easy second chance bucket.
Simply need more of an effort on the boards there, Steve.
Here's Clarkson. And Parker comes with the help. Young passes to Clarkson. Ginobili with the steal. Now here's the fast break. Parker leading the way. Shot is good, and the Los Angeles leads cut down. Now to just 8, and the basket from Leonard.
So far, going for more of an inside game here in the second half, and I like that. A little smash mouth basketball, taking it inside.
Los Angeles calls timeout. They're up by 8. There's a minute left to play here in the fourth. Duncan brings the double team to the middle. Here's Randall, and that one is hammered home.
I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for the Lakers.
Starting 5 must have been happy to get so much help from the reserves in this game.
Yeah, I'm sure they weren't. They not only lightened the load, the bench guaranteed and actually produced the win.
They sure did. And so with this win, they'll move to 6 victories on the season.
This win will give them victories in each of the first 2 games of this season series. In the end, this game turned out to be just a continuation of what we've already seen.
Yeah, they've got their sights now set on a 3-0 sweep, and given what's going on in the first 2 games, that's probably what will happen.
Here's Clarkson. He's covered by Leonard. Randall. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Shooting for Los Angeles.
And no good as the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line, and that will put them up by 9.
Well, he got the important one to go. Their lead should be safe now.
San Antonio's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. And Duncan gets it to go on the assist by Parker.
I think he's been kind of passive today. That one will get him going. I think for them to be successful, he needs to be the one to do the bulk of the scoring.
Here's Clarkson. He's covered by Ginobili. Bryant with a screen on Ginobili. Here's Clarkson, and he sinks the shot coming off the strong pick. And the Lakers lead by 9.
Well, this is going to seal the deal. They've really exploded here to the finish line.
You know, once they sniffed out that blood in the water, the killer instinct came right out.
San Antonio calls timeout. They're down by 9. 8 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
Well, they can call timeouts all they want, but it's not going to do a whole lot of good at this point.
Yeah, this one's about done. The writing's on the wall. There's nothing they can do to change this one.
The drive by Russell. And he gets it to go. And now an 11-point Laker lead.
And the crowd here, of course, not happy about the outcome. But you know what? We saw a team tonight that came in prepared to do battle on the road, and they clearly wanted the win.
You know, they were determined to steal this game, and they showed it, Steve. Played harder and got the job done.
So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. Not much to be critical of with this win, Clark.
Not at all. I mean, they showed up not just to play. They showed up to give great effort and to win, and they did both.
And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Kobe, certainly a nice road win. Is this something this team can build on at this point in the season?
Well, yeah, I think it's good for us. You know, we showed that we can come up with it.